Hello, everybody. Just wanted to thank you for tuning in here. I hope you enjoy what we've got to say. There's a lot going on right now when it comes to ways that the government and other organizations are trying to help small businesses and small business employees make it through the coronavirus situation. And one very important one that I've seen lately is from the National Restaurant Association. So I brought the person on who actually told me that this was happening, Rae-Marie Gulan, who is with PrimePay. She sent me the information on there, and I thought I'd have her on here to talk about that and some other stuff that she's seeing and has seen with PrimePay that'll help small businesses, specifically restaurants, but other small businesses as well, deal with the coronavirus pandemic and navigating how they can survive it. Rae-Marie, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Mark. I really just appreciate the opportunity to meet with you today and kind of share what I have learned so far.
Awesome. I'm sure that everybody's going to be really excited to hear about it. I know when I saw the National Restaurant Association NRF program that you sent me, I immediately forwarded it to all my restaurant clients and past clients and prospects and put it all over Facebook and the internet. So I bet people would, be interested in hearing more about that. So could you tell everybody just a little bit about the NRA Nerf program?
Definitely. So this is a wonderful program that, as you mentioned, the National Restaurant Association has helped develop with Guy Ferrari. And it is specifically for restaurant workers who are out of work or have received a reduce in their pay currently. So the application is going to open back up on April 10th. That's according to the website. We can list that information in the link. And it will basically grant $500 to each eligible restaurant employee as a relief that can help towards approved expenses such as rent and utilities in this time that everyone could use some help.
Yeah, so lots of restaurant employees obviously have seen their hours cut way back or cut off completely because of the closing of dining rooms. So $500 would definitely help. This is something I think restaurant owners, like, you should familiarize yourself with this as soon as possible and get this information to your employees. Understand how the process works. If you pay yourself as an employee, I think there's probably a good chance that you might be able to do something with this as well. So definitely thank you so much for sharing that information. And you sent me a whole bunch of other really cool stuff that can help out restaurant owners and business owners as well. Specifically, I was looking at the Cobra stuff you sent out. Can you tell everybody a little bit about that? That seems like it could be very exciting for people.
Yeah, definitely. So just to kind of give a quick background for Cobra, Cobra is going to provide the opportunity for employees or former employees to maintain their health insurance coverage that's offered through employers. Some qualifying events would be something like loss of hours to the point that they have relieved their coverage or termination. So employers that have 20 employees or more and offer health benefits are required by law to provide Cobra. So with that being said, with all of the changes in the employment world right now due to COVID-19, employers are probably drowning in Cobra administration issues. And let's be honest, time is money. So we can totally help at PrimePay get that time back in your day. And that's going to be by keeping you compliant with a US-based Cobra support team that's always ready to answer your questions. We also provide a free Cobra compliance check. And then on top of that, we can assist you building your Cobra manual, which is the first thing the IRS checks in an audit. Why is that important? Because the employer is going to be audited by the Department of Labor, and if they're found non-compliant, there could be huge fines, which is only going to add to the crisis right now. So a basic idea, there's 90% of employers that are out of compliance for Cobra, and we can help with that.
Great. So helping people keep their insurance, which is, doubly important when you got a crazy virus going around, helping employers stay on top of, processing those claims and helping them with their handbook so they stay compliant so they don't have to worry about the IRS coming in and dropping the hammer on everybody. So that's awesome. You also mentioned a couple other things that PrimePay is kind of offering right now for businesses who are looking for maybe help with their payroll or maybe to save some money on that.
Yeah, so there's a couple things. I just want to kind of put this out there. We have been able to, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of the Payment Protection Program right now and have even been applying for that loan themselves, loan term grant. And PrimePay has been able to come up with a customized report well ahead of the curve that allows the employers to submit that right along with the loan application, making it nice and efficient so that they are able to receive those funds as soon as possible and really get people back to work and keep people working that are still working. This has kind of been a huge technological advance for us in the sense that it was before the competition. So very excited to be able to do that and be ahead of the herd there. Kind of keeping up with that would be some of the codes going along with the Families First Corona Response Act. Not sure how many people are aware, but basically it's going to require employers of 500 employees or less to provide paid leave in two ways. That's going to be the emergency paid sick leave and the emergency family medical leave. Now, the first coronavirus response is going to help assist paying for that by being able to take the employer portion that's paid for Social Security and Medicare, also known as the FICA tax, and take that to pay towards the employees that have had to take this time off. So we have created 2 paid codes at PrimePay that are going to help you track that and receive the credit quarterly.
Great. I mean, I'm sure that would be very helpful for people who've got, staff that they've got to cover, and, not having to track that manually, having the codes to do that would be incredibly helpful. And anybody who's tried to go into the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program, it's complicated. It's not as easy as the other ones. So any information to help with that obviously would be incredibly helpful. So thank you so much for the information. Really valuable stuff for restaurant owners and business owners who have questions about the NRA, National Restaurant Association program, and the small business loans and the PPP and some other things going on there. Is there anything else you'd like to add about kind of PrimePay and how it can help business owners right now?
I would probably leave it on 2 notes. The first being on our support page, we have a live COVID-19 resource tab that's receiving updates daily with webinars and all the legislation as it's getting passed. So that's a great resource. And for those of you who network through BNI and know the infamous Leslie Hutchinson, she basically tells you, you want to be the I got a guy girl who knows everyone. Well, in this case, PrimePay has a guy, a girl, a team of lawyers, and a staff that's always ready to help. A prime example, we're offering new clients 2 months free with heavy discounting just to help you get through these hard times, because we're in this together. So that's how I would leave it. Thank you so much for your time, Mark.
Oh, no, thank you. You're the one who was offering the awesome information for everybody. So everybody, they're going to put links down to how to get to the NRA Nerf program, and some links to what PrimePay has going on with their resources. That's putting out webinars and all kinds of information on dealing with the crisis on the administrative side. And if anybody else has any other questions, I'll have Rae-Marie's contact info on there. You can reach out to her and ask her about what she's talked about here today, and if PrimePay can help you out. So this was great. Thank you so much, Rae-Marie. And we'll talk again soon.
Great. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy.